So in the latest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like if you compare it to like the, if you were to compare biohacking, I would say a good example of that was maybe, the 80s, the race to create a personal computer and improve on that. And we've seen just in the past, couple decades how data storage has gotten a lot smaller and a lot more affordable and cheaper. And so just the exponential abilities of technology today is incredible. I can't remember the infographic, but the chip the size of your finger 20 years ago is same size today, but can hold 100 times as much information on it. So it's very fascinating. I'm very curious about it. It's fun to play with this and learn more and figure out different ways I can incorporate it in my life today. There certainly are a lot of applications for biohacking with the disabled. So the idea is to help make people better. People, I guess, if you want to say them normal, but that's not a very PC term. But so like people who have no disabilities, you can maybe potentially make them better, and then people with disabilities, you can help give them a perception of life that might resemble something a little bit more normal. So you see examples of that all the time: corrective vision, hearing aids, and different implant procedures. I believe there was a boy who just got a artificial pancreas. So there's lots of different applications for diabetes, blood pressure, sensory perception. It's small right now, but it's like all these really smart people are helping to create the next great gadget that can help, make the world a better place, make our lives a better place. So I look forward to that.
Hervé, do you got anything else?
Yeah.
But certainly, I'm out of everybody. I'm probably not the person.
Oh, you've been so articulate.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Yeah.
And I would ask, what do you think this biohacker trend or movement is up against? Do you think I can see the boom? Yeah. So.
I mean, eventually it'll be up against. I think the biohacker movement eventually will be up against big business. A lot of these people are fighting to keep the technology open source so it can be collaborative and not proprietary. And I think as implantable technology becomes more recognized as a way to enhance people's lives outside of the realm of pharmaceuticals and other types of medicines that have crazy side effects sometimes and can actually do more harm than good. It's always evolving. So it takes times like this where people can come together and share ideas and figure out, oh, you did it that way, oh, this is interesting. So just as an observer myself, just listening to these very smart people talk about sharing different types of machinery, gadgetry that they use. But eventually we'll be up against big business, people who have millions of dollars who can fund this and patent it, But I guess, is the end goal the same? Maybe. But then, when you get, if you think of like a website, sometimes websites can only function if they have the ads on the page. And so, I think like if you have something in your hand and you want it to be private to you, when big business comes along and, maybe creates these kinds of things, who knows the things that might be worked in that could potentially infringe on our civil liberties. And so, I don't know, there's a lot of, it's also up against religion, biohacking certainly is up against religion. People see these kinds of implant procedures as the mark of the beast, this is a very religious country. And I don't know, Emil told me a really funny story once about how they were starting to put RFID tags in bras that they sold at the store to see if women would come back and buy another one, or But so there was a lot of controversy about that because it essentially enabled the store to track a person's movements and spending habits and things like that. And so there's a lot of backlash about it. So, that's an example where an RFID tag was used in a corporate way to maybe help figure out and drive sales or figure out a sales strategy for women, But, civil liberties. Are you guys from America? You are?
I am. He's French.
Oh, okay. So, Americans have a lot of freedoms, but in perspectives to some other countries, we could do better. And I think that maybe the more exposure for biohacking and grinding, it will help to start a discussion about what our bodies really are to us, and that discussion for so long has been about abortion and maybe tattoos, but you don't see the kind of controversy when somebody wants to get a prosthetic leg, that's helping somebody that's helping them have a sense of normalcy back in their life where they can walk. Things like this, would you say it's necessary? No, it's definitely not necessary. Does it enhance my life? I don't know yet. It's so new. Everything is so new.
Hold on.
So
Say that again.
Yeah.
Because I was on the
sure,
on the,
that's fine.
things like that.
Things like this, can they save your life? I'm not sure. I don't think that's really the goal, but it's fun. It's a field of exploration, and there's a sense of wonderment about biohacking. To figure out a new way of interacting with the world through the senses that we have, through our perception of it now, and slightly altering that through the use of machinery and technology is really neat.
Is there a radical life extension component to the grinder work, or?
Well, I haven't read the transhumanist wager, but I do know that part of the transhumanist movement does believe in life extension, and and that's biohacking. There's a variety of ways that you can biohack your life, but I'm interested to learn more about it. Yeah, I don't think I would want to live forever, but
Why not?
I'd only want to live forever if everybody else that I love could live forever too. Yeah, I don't want to see my friends and family die and have to live without them. And it is very philosophical. There's so many different philosophical components to biohacking and transhumanism, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to talk about and hear everybody else's perspectives. But we're definitely on the forefront of a new approach to life that is self-powered. This is a self-powered approach where we're not buying something and using a product. Everything that grinders and biohackers have were created from the community, created from the ground up, and it's nice to know that. And I just love the idea of sharing it with someone, talking and say, hey, check this out, feel this under my skin, and then it starts a conversation about, well, what is that? Why do you have it? So, it is painful. It was a little painful, but I don't have any tattoos. I have some piercings. This year, I have some piercings, no tattoos. And getting like this is a little bit of pain, but it's fun. I'm really excited to see what I can do with it.
Can we cut?